All right, this is the next episode of True Wrestling Fan Discussions, continuing our Monday Night Wars review series. This is going to be episode 32, April 8th, 1996. I'm your host, Mike.
I'm Frank, and this is just a Monday Night Raw. There was no WCW Monday Nitro on this evening, which is probably why Raw scored a 4.7 on this night.
My rating. Well, I give it to the Warrior. That's why they got
Yeah,
the rating.
there you go. And what was supposed to be a decent opening match, also because
All right.
it didn't end that way. So we'll get into it. Vince McMahon and Mr. Perfect doing the commentary. Why? Because Jerry Lawler's in the main event. Why? I have no idea. That's because Vince just put him in it. So opening match of to start kickoff Monday Night Raw was Yokozuna versus Vader.
Right. This is the feud that's been building. Originally they were supposed to fight at WrestleMania. Became that tag match.
Six-man tag match.
Tag, yeah.
Pretty much because Yoko cannot
He's not in shape to be able
do
to
it
wrestle.
anymore. And you know what was interesting too during this match is that Fuji has the American flag
Yeah.
waving now. All this time, all these years, he's waving that Japanese flag
Yeah, I
now.
know.
I don't know either, but it was just good to see. Good to see Fuji.
Mm-hmm.
The match itself wasn't bad until, well, how about the fact that Yokozuna got a Samoan drop on Vader was pretty impressive. But after Cornette hit Yoko repeatedly with his tennis racket because the referee is distracted, the Vader hits the Vader bomb on Yoko's leg, and that's pretty much the end of the match. Vader wins by referee's discretion.
Yeah.
And it didn't stop there because as he rang the bell, they still continued to go after the leg of Yokozuna. 3 times he hit the Vader bomb on it. And
That's
so a stretcher was brought to the ring for Yokozuna. However, when they came back from commercial, he was on a forklift.
on the forklift. Yeah. I guess that was a way to write him off TV, so that way maybe he can get into shape. Um,
He was supposed to.
yeah, I know,
At
but
this point, they put him in a program
right,
to kind of lose the weight because they still wanted to use him.
right, yeah, absolutely.
But
This
he
could have been a great match.
Yeah, but he did not want. He felt like he didn't have to
Probably,
lose it.
yeah, it's
He
probably
felt he
hard
was
for him.
fine.
Yeah, it's probably very difficult too, though.
I mean,
So
at this point, he's well over what 600. At
yeah,
this
he was
point,
big.
well
Yeah,
over it.
he was big.
I
Disappointing.
mean, the last time you kind of see him is the free for all at SummerSlam that year when he faced Steve Austin, and even in that match, it's like you got to be
Well,
kidding me.
hmm
It's like I don't even know how he got between the ropes,
yeah,
but they removed him on a forklift to try to get him back into an ambulance. He's yelling, "It's broke, it's broke, it ain't broke," but still. Anyway, Vader gets the victory on that one. Now, following that match was an interesting segment that I really liked. Yeah, I loved it back then. I loved watching it again now. Vince McMahon interviewing the Ultimate Warrior. And during the interview, here comes the Intercontinental Champion
but
Goldust.
how about the pop that Warrior got when he came out?
A lot of people say that his final run in WWE, wasn't as good as the first. Bull, because he did not lose any momentum or any pop from the fans whatsoever.
Well, overall, because he never really got to do what he was capable of. But in terms of him first showing up, the pop was amazing. And that promo that he cut was tremendous. I thought it was an incredible promo when he was talking about the fans. He was like, there was one thing that wouldn't stop. He said the voices, and he said, "You spoke to me. All of you spoke." The crowd was going crazy. They were eating it up. The Warrior had an edge. I thought it was a great opening. And then, like you said, Goldust comes out.
Yeah, because now all of a sudden we find out at the next In Your House that Goldust will be defending the Intercontinental Championship against the Ultimate Warrior, which to me I think is a step down for him coming back because all right, been there, done that. Why am I on the mid card again?
I thought he was going to win, though. I thought he was going to win the IC
I
title.
really did think he was going to become a 3-time champion at that point,
Yeah, yeah. But this
but
was actually
unfortunately it didn't happen.
it was good stuff between the two of them, though. When he's like, "Hold it right there, freak."
I love the quote.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a full length movie for
Yep.
you. Me kicking your ass from
Yeah.
beginning to end.
And the thing is, I mean, people talk about Warrior's promos, man, but that was a great promo, and Warrior was able to transition into that new generation right before the Attitude Era. He had an edge to him, and
Yeah,
I thought he was great on the mic. I thought it was incredible the way he
because we
transformed
never
him.
heard him speak like that
Right, he
before.
transformed himself like, and I thought it was great stuff.
I loved it,
Yeah,
and especially that line, "Me kicking your ass from
yeah,
beginning
yeah,
to end," and he
yeah.
clotheslines him,
hmm
and he goes off on Goldust, and Goldust is going to be in for it at
hmm
In Your House.
Right.
But yeah, it was a
It
great
was great.
promo there by
Yeah, it was
him.
tremendous.
Following that promo in the back, they showed Vader hitting Yokozuna with a chair.
Right,
Of course,
yeah.
he fell off the forklift. By now, I kind of feel, people probably laughing. I feel sorry for the guy.
I did. I mean, even though it's scripted, but still, like,
Exactly, but still, you've gone from
yeah,
dominating 2 years in
yep,
WWE to I'm falling off a forklift. I mean, it's
pretty
just I
much.
don't know. What are you gonna do? Our next match on the card is Duke the Dumpster Drosy versus Hunter Hearst Helmsley. This rivalry is still going on. Remember, it went back to as far as the Royal Rumble goes on the free for all back then. They had a match. The winner would be number 30. The loser would be number one. Triple H cheated, wound up becoming number one in that match. Drosy number 30. Should have went the other way, but whatever. So this feud is still going. Why? I don't know. I thought we moved on. I thought he was going
Apparently
after
not.
Mero. No, we're still going after Garbage Men.
Jesus.
All I can say to this match was he tried the pedigree the first time, it got reversed. The fans kind of got behind Drosy. By the second time, they were like, oh, the hell with this.
Yeah, it was over.
Because Triple H gets the pedigree on him and gets the pin. So Triple H is now building his momentum up again from getting squashed at WrestleMania. Not getting into that again. But hopefully now, once and for all, this feud is over with and we focus on Marvelous Mark Mero going forward. Because that's where that's where I saw them going. And then all of a sudden they take a step back to this match. I didn't understand it. So following that, they showed last week what happened when Mankind attacked The Undertaker. And, oh, man, I just loved it. I mean, on your first day, you took out the biggest guy in the yard and claimed your name. I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought the feud was great, except we've talked about it. I just thought it went too long. I mean, you talked 2.5 years.
Yeah. It was a while.
Yeah. So our next contest was an arm wrestling match, as if we needed this. Ahmed Johnson and the British Bulldog.
Whenever there's an arm wrestling match or a weightlifting contest or a pose down, it's bad news. Something's gonna happen
to Ahmed at this point.
Yeah.
And of course, they showed Diana Smith sitting ringside during this. And while they're in the ring for this, they showed that Yokozuna was finally loaded into the ambulance after all this time. Now, during this thing, and this is also what is part of an arm wrestling match, Owen Hart constantly delaying it, saying, oh, he's got too much oil, he's got too much leverage. Finally, the referee said, you know what, get the hell out of here. Why are you even out here? Go away. You got the night off. It's just between the two of them. Ahmed Johnson wins the arm wrestling match. However, afterwards, Bulldog hit Ahmed with a chair multiple times. Then Bulldog threw Ahmed into the table.
Yeah, he tried to get him to the table. It doesn't break, yeah.
He did it again. It didn't break. Yeah. So what does he do? He throws the table on him. Like, if I can't get it to break, I'll throw you on there. It doesn't matter. So this is actually going to be a good feud going forward between these two guys. You know, the build on these two guys. Ahmed Johnson is skyrocketing right now very fast. He was the 1996, pretty much the new. They called it the new sensation of it's the rookie of the year. Same thing. That was his year. Unfortunately, that's about as far as it went, because then we all know what happens with the whole nation feud and all that nonsense. But it's unfortunate. But at this point, you know, Ahmed Johnson is skyrocketing right now. Now on to our main event, which was Shawn Michaels versus Jerry the King Lawler, with Diesel doing the commentary at ringside. Now, we all know that these guys are going to face each other in a no-holds-barred match in the next In Your House. Shawn staring down Diesel.
Yep.
Diesel is not scared one bit. You know, he's doing, ooh, right. I'm shaking in my boots.
He's with Perfect. You know, Perfect's doing the heel commentary with him. He's on Diesel's side, obviously.
And of course, it almost felt like Mr. Perfect got a new tag team partner because he was helping Diesel later on during this. Now, the match was nothing special. I mean, what was funny was at the point of the match ending, Lawler grabbing something out of his tights, going to hit Shawn, and Shawn just super kicks him and gets the victory.
That was it.
But what happened afterwards was better. Shawn called Diesel into the ring.
Big mistake.
That was mistake number one, brother. Because Shawn and Diesel going toe-to-toe. Shawn trying to go toe-to-toe with Diesel. It did not work. Shawn took a swing at Perfect, who distracted him, and that's
Mm-hmm.
where Diesel got the advantage with the big boot. Again, this is where I'm thinking, why, all of a sudden, Perfect and Diesel are working together.
Right. Yeah.
Like, what is
What was that?
this?
What was that about?
I don't know. Perfect gave Diesel the title, and Diesel hits him with it. So the perfect momentum for Diesel going into the In Your House, trying to reclaim the WWE title.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we know that this is going to be his
Last.
final
Yeah.
pay-per-view for at least 7 years, 6 years, whatever. But it's still going to be a good match at the next In Your House. But yeah, Sean going toe to toe with the 7 foot Diesel. That no,
It wasn't gonna happen.
that's not gonna happen. You're gonna have to go aerial. You're gonna have to go quick.
Mm-hmm.
In the words of Jesse Ventura from WrestleMania 5, when the Rockers faced the Twin Towers, you got to run, you got to hide, you got to move.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you're going to face these big dudes. So, but I mean, overall, for a Monday Night Raw just being on that night, it wasn't bad.
Oh, well, that was okay.
A couple of good storylines going forward into the In Your House with Warrior Goldust,
Mm-hmm.
Shawn and Diesel. Unfortunately, Yoko being written off, Vader showing his dominance. It was a pretty good one. It would have been interesting to see if they would have been able to go head to head with Nitro on that night, and
Right.
if not, and possibly win the ratings on that night.
Yeah. Overall, I thought it was solid, entertaining.
It has been since WrestleMania.
Yeah.
This is the second straight one that was pretty decent.
All right. Well, that's our review. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. See you guys soon.
Take care.